Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3045, where we have 25 moves to clear out 51 jelly and collect 2 ingredients. So the ingredients are going to come from 1 or 2 of these dispensers, and we have to get them down here. We've got licorice in the way though, and we've got these cutouts, so it prevents us from actually reaching to try to bring these ingredients down. Then we've got these magic mixers, also known as evil spawners. For every 3 turns that I take that I don't strike those, and they're in isolation, so it's hard to strike, they have the opportunity to produce something on the board. If I strike them often enough, I can get rid of them, but there's no jelly under them. I might just try to deal with what they're going to produce. It depends on what it is and how bad the board gets. Sometimes they can fill a board entirely, but sometimes when there are these cutouts, they can only reach the 2 most close areas. So we'll see how it goes there. All right, and then the deal with licorice is when I take licorice out on a turn, no new licorice will form from these guys. And when I don't take out licorice, that's when it can. Now look at this. I can do this to get an ingredient, and I like that it's up here. Now when we have cutouts, there's this, stink, I did not want to have to deal with this. There's this possibility that things can slide out in a funny way, especially because I've got cutouts and licorice on the board. So now I have to move this over, but it's going to be hard with licorice in the way, so let's do this. And then let me see what I can do to try to move this. Gosh, this is going to be hard. Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Did these spew out licorice? I got caught up. There's so much to consider on this board. Okay. Alright, so I've got to get maybe 2 of the same color stacked here so I can move something over, or 2 here, or 2 here. That's generally what needs to happen on these boards. Let me take this out. I've got blue here and blue here, so that works too. And then what I can do is this, which is so much more important than just making another stripe. I think they sent out licorice. I did not pay attention. Okay, now they're really agitated. See how they're ready to go? So let's see what they spit out. Okay, they spit out ticking time bomb set at 10, but there was a licorice here, and that's why this one couldn't do it, or maybe, I think that's what happened. It bears a little bit more investigating, but I think that I'm probably not going to beat this first time around, so I think I'll have that time to investigate. Let's just take that ticking time bomb out right away. Because now if they send something out, I'm not going to have enough moves to worry about it. I've only got about 10 moves left. How do I get this down here through all of this licorice? I hope it does spit out ticking time bombs now, because the ticking time bombs are easier to deal with. Okay, I've got a lot of fun things. I think I can get a stripe-drift combo. And that's going to punch through here. There we go. We got that collected. Now I've got to get another ingredient. Yikes. Oh, man. Could I get an orange here? Well, this is going to take this away. Could I get a green here? Crazy stuff. Okay, I can get another ingredient. And I can make a stripe this way. I can make a stripe that way, but I can't get those 17 jelly gone in the number of moves I have available. Alright, so that's how I am. 13 jelly, 1 ingredient. Now I have to try to improve upon that. And I'm a little bit worried. This is a very complex board and there's so much to consider. Oh, well that's going to help me start things. So, no brainer on that one, and I'm going to try to hold on to it and see if I can use it spectacularly, but I'm not going to hold on to it for too long because it looks like I might be able to convince the board to give me more color bombs here. We've got some concentrations of color, but I don't have any orange here that's going to help me take an ingredient and bring it through, so I'm not going to use that yet. I am taking out licorice as I go. There's that ingredient. So that came down, and I like it on the left-hand side because the conveyor kind of can mess things around. I'd really like to take it out in the center, but I'm going to do this because that. And then I think that because this is kind of insulated, oh, hold on. I can't use this and it might get consumed, but oh well. I'm going to do this and at least collect that ingredient before bad things happen. Oh, it went this way. Okay. So that's one reason not to hesitate using this if I can. And look at this. I can take out red and it's going to take out a few things. It's going to blow some things up. And it should bring that next ingredient down. This one's going much better. Now, because it's going better, I feel even more obligated to make some good choices here. Because on a bad board, I kind of give up. But this, I've got a good shot of making it here. So I want to take every advantage I can. What you have to do is look for luck and then capitalize on it when it shows up. All right, I've got a ticking time bomb. I don't want to die, but I've got to change things around somewhat. Actually, yeah, I don't want to die. But if I can just change what's happening over here and collect this, then I won't die, right? I can't get that. I'm so worried here. I'm going to make moves low to the ground to encourage cascading and try to bring this orange through here. Okay. So I've saved myself to live another day here by focusing on this instead of this, because this just was not turning out. And now I think I can make a stripe over here, and I can set it off with this and use a ranged attack and get that cleared out. That was scary. All in all, though, that went fairly successfully for me, unlike how I thought it was going to go with that first one. But remember, I got some luck on the board. I got that ability to make a color bomb. If you're begrudging me that luck, remember you can always bring in a color bomb. Go and collect those sugar drops. As of June 10th, 2019, some folks have lost the ability to make sugar drops, but then right now we can still go into the old platform and get sugar drops. So there are ways around the problems that exist sometimes. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would help me out. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thanks for watching.